Hello students, welcome to Asian International School online tutorial class. This is your second math class on the chapter polynomials, and today we are going to look into some different kind of sums, try to solve few different kind of numericals. So today, first let us look, before going to new kind of numericals, let us see one theory, that is triple root. The triple root theory says that if a polynomial is given with a maximum power of 3, that means a cubic polynomial like this one, px equals to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, then sum of the zeros, that is alpha beta gamma, they are the zeros. Since it's power 3, so there must be 3 zeros or 3 roots which are here alpha beta and gamma. Their addition would be minus b by a, that is this constant b by this constant with a minus sign, coefficient of x square minus coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube. Similarly, the sum of them taken two at a time, product, that is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma equals to c by a, that is coefficient of x by coefficient of x cube, just like the previous one. And finally, the product of all of them, that is alpha beta gamma, will be minus d by a. This is d, the constant one, by a. Now we have to remember all these formulas because we will be doing sums on this formula. Now let's look into few different kind of sums. In this kind of sum, they are asking that if the sum of the zeros or sum of the roots are given and the product of the roots are given, can you find out the equation of the polynomial in case of quadratic polynomial? So let's look into the first sum. This is root 2 and 1 by 3. That means root 2 is the sum of it, sum of the roots, and product of the roots are 1 by 3. Now what we will do, this is a visually understandable thing. Let's say the polynomial be ax square plus bx plus c, and the roots of them are alpha beta. Okay, so alpha beta are the roots. So if alpha and beta are the roots, then alpha plus beta will be minus b by a. Now from a given condition, minus b by a is root 2. Now here root 2 is given and it is minus b by a given. So we have to take a value of a such that it matches with the other. Before going to that, let's see what is alpha beta. So alpha beta equals to c by a. C by a. So c by a is given how much? 1 by 3. That means from this expression I can predict that if I take a as 3 and c as 1, then easily c and a will be found. From this ratio, if we compare left side and right side, I can, if I say c equals to 1, then a is 3, and if I take c equals to 1, a equals to 3, then how much will be b? That will be found from this expression. Now here you see that minus b by a is root 2, minus b by a root 2, but a to 3, we know a is 3, so I have taken root 3 here, but there was no 3 up, so I have put a 3 up. That means I multiplied with 3 and divided with 3. By doing so, my a equals to 3 is intact over here, and 1 3 is multiplied here with root 2. That makes b as root 3 root 2. As a whole, what we are getting? We are getting b equals to minus 3 root 2, because this is the minus b by a. So here is no minus, so we will take b equals to minus 3 root 2, and a is 3 and c is 1. This is visually expressed. Okay, I will repeat this once again what it is done. First I have done alpha plus beta equals to root 2, which is b by a, minus b by a, and alpha beta equals to c by a equals to 1 by 3. Now from this expression, if I take a as 3 and c as 1, then c equals to 1, a equals to 3 found. Now what is remaining? B. Now if we compare this equation has minus b by a equals to root 2. Now a we have taken 3 here, that means according to this a equals to 3, there must be 1 3 below, but here is no 3. So what we have done, we have multiplied 3 up, then we have written the 3 below to satisfy the a equals to 3 condition. That what makes me getting b equals to minus 3 root 2. Clear? So what it is done here, it is visually you have to understand that what value of A, C, B will be taken. First you have to assume one, then the second one, and the third one will come itself. So if it is so, then C equals to 1, B equals to minus 3 root 2, and A equals to 3. These are the constant found. Now you will put the constant in this one and find the equation. So the equation will be your A is ax squared means 3x squared, and plus bx means minus 3 root 2x, and C plus C is 1. So this is the equation. Means this equation is written here only with the A, B, C value from here. I hope you have understood. Now let's check the second one. In the second sum, you can see that the addition is given 0. That means alpha plus beta 0, and my product is root 5. That means alpha into beta is root 5. Now once again, if we see visually, here alpha into beta is root 5 means root 5 by 1. So that means A is our 1 and C is root 5. But here to alpha plus beta is given 0. Now 0 can be written as 0 by 1. So simply A is 1 here, A is 1 here. Both side A is 1 is really seen. And since 0 it is, 0 is minus B, so B is 0. From here we have no problem. This sum is so easier than the previous one. So simply we can say that A is 1, C is root 5, and B is 0. So from that we get the equation ax square means x square, since A is 1, plus bx, B is 0. So that is not written here because 0 into x is 0, so not written, and plus C is root 5. So x square plus root 5 final answer. Now let's look into some different kind of sum. This is a second kind of sum we will do today. The sum is find a quadratic polynomial, the sum of whose zeros is 0 and 1 0 is 5. That means alpha plus beta is given and one of the alpha or beta given. So alpha plus beta is sum of the 0 which is given 0. So alpha plus beta is 0 and 1 0 is 5. That means alpha or beta is 5. They have taken alpha as 5. So if alpha is 5, then from this equation alpha plus beta, that is 5 plus beta, equals to 0, because the addition 0 here it is told. So alpha plus beta or 5 plus beta is 0. So beta is minus 5. So if I take alpha as 5, then beta coming minus 5. Okay. Now product of them will be 5 into minus 5, 25. So alpha beta we have found, addition we have found, we already it was given. Now we will form the equation by the previous sum process. Now previous sum process says that alpha plus beta is 0, so minus b by a, and alpha beta is c by a equals to minus 25. Now once again we will compare. C by a, it is here. So c is minus 25. Below if I take 1, then a is 1. Here also b equals to 0 by 1. So b is 0, a is 1, satisfied here. So px will be x square minus 25. Simply after doing up to here, this portion is same as the previous one. Okay, so this is also a kind of sum that can come in exam. And the last sum for today, let's see. Find a cubic polynomial with the sum of product of its 0 taken 2 at a time. The product of its 0 are 5, minus 6 and minus 20 respectively. That means the sum is 5, product taken 2 at a times, addition minus 6, and all product is minus 20. That is alpha plus beta plus gamma is 5, alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus beta gamma is minus 6, and alpha beta gamma is minus 20. With this, that means this is the equation coming from this triple root formula. Today we have just discussed. From this formula, the last sum coming. Okay, so process will be same. We will see alpha beta gamma. So alpha beta gamma equals to minus d by a equals to 20. So if I take A as 1, then D becomes 20. Once again, alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus beta gamma equals to C by A. Once again, A is 1, so C becomes minus 6. And finally, alpha plus beta plus gamma equals to minus B by A, which is 5. Now 5 has denominator 1, so B becomes minus 5. Okay, this sum is very easy, just like the previous sums. This is also done very easy because there was no fraction, so we did not have to multiply up and down and anything, just like the previous one. So easily found this one. So finally, we get the value of A, B, C, D. That is A equals to 1, B minus 5, C equals to minus 6, and D equals to 20. And we'll put all this ABC value in our mother equation here, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Then you get this equation, x cube minus 5x square minus 6x plus 20. I hope you have understood this. This sum is also same as the previous one, just this was a cubic triple root sum. All these kind of sums are very easy. Once you practice all the sums, okay, and you can understand and do the sums by yourself. Okay, thank you.